freshest. Now, he did have the freshest lace front on. I ain't even gonna lie. The lace front was on point. Okay. So whoever did that, maybe he had a celebrity stylist or something. But whoever did that, he needed, drop the little beauty tips down in the DMs, in the chat for people or in the description or something to that video. And this is Lala News 3, and thanks for tuning in to another episode. And you guys know where to reach me at as well. On all social media platforms, Lala News 3, as well as on YouTube and 9 podcasting platforms as well for you podcasters. So, in this episode, I'll actually be talking about Dr. Wesley Muhammad, who stopped by. Well, he didn't stop by because, COVID's going on, but he did have a virtual interview or whatever have you with Hop Uncensored recently. And he actually talked about hip-hop characters and the roles that they play and the people responsible for it and a lot of other things. So I want to get into that just because it's juicy. And he talked about some juicy tea. So, now, he actually talked about how certain rappers are portraying certain roles and labels that he actually placed on certain entertainers. Or certain, he labeled and categorized music and everything. So, we'll get into that. But, he said that the label heads actually took rap or hip-hop and made it pornographic. Almost to a scripted tee. Like, this was their plan, this was their focus as far as the agenda of turning it into a pornographic thing. So, he claims that there has been deliberate movements to take hip-hop from conscious rap to what he claims to be pornographic. So, let's get into the categories that he actually placed some of the music in, he categorized the music, which he did mention, not the individuals who play the roles or who participate in rap or whatever. Okay, so he was saying that bad getting slut rap, okay, which is what he calls it. He said is to self-identify as a slut and bitch having sex with whoever to get a bag with no shame. Which would kind of be glorified prostitution in a certain sense, which is legal in some states, but that's not like a thing. People catching real charges for that. I mean, anywho, which that's like sexual favors for money. Same thing, prostitution. Like, that's what he's saying. So, but he's saying that's what they're promoting. He said they also promote nigga killing nigga rap. AKA gangster rap, self-explanatory. No need to elaborate on what that is because we know what that is. And then he said there is drag rap, which I didn't know that was a thing. So I was listening to that like, drag rap, what's that? And then he did break it down. So he said it is when men dress or portray feminine roles to promote to the masses. So he labeled, just a few of the categories. But what do you guys think about that? I mean, do you think that there is, that there's bad getting slut rap where they talk about, well, we know what type of music is out there. We know what's in the gen pop. So let's be for real. We get that part. However, he broke it down to that, also the niggas killing niggas rap and the drag rap. So he named some people and said Bernie Wise, Clive Davis, Clive Calvert, Leor Cohen, and others are the real freaks of the industry. Like, he said they the freaks of the industry. And he did mention, like, R. Kelly. He was like, R. Kelly is not the freak of the industry. Like, the people that are the freaks of the industries are these people that I just mentioned. So, he then went into some character examples. I mean, and I'll keep in mind those people that I mentioned just as I go into the character examples, because I do mention them again and go into a little detail about who they are, whatever have you, because he goes into detail about it. And I'll drop the link too so you guys can see that interview and see exactly how he broke it down. But I'm breaking it down for you what he said, so because it was T, and I was like, what the hell? So He did tell a story about Too Short though. So he said that Too Short actually started off as a Mac. Okay, which we know that's the type of music that he did. But he got his recognition for Freaky Tales. So like a Mac is, a player, not so much as what, somebody that's cool, somebody that's popping. Not so much as what Freaky Tales was. So he was actually, he said he was positioned to do a freak album by Bernie Wise and Jive Records. And he wanted to make a full album of like socially conscious music. You know what I'm saying? A different type, not what we hear the majority of today. But he wanted some, maybe J. Cole or Kanye type music. And Bernie White said that if he makes a raunchy record, hence Freaky Tales or something like that, then he'll let him make a socially conscious record. And then he ended up making You Nasty, which we know the cover to that, so check it out. Okay, that Too Short album. And then after that, because it was supposed to be like, okay, I give you this album to be able to do what it is that he wanted to do, which was the socially conscious rap, right? So he produced and delivered what Bernie Weiss asked for, and Bernie Weiss was like, oh no, you know what? Now you stuck making this. So they disallowed him to make any conscious rap, and then he wanted to, he called it a conspiracy. Too Short, he's saying Too Short called it a conspiracy when he spoke about it. So, I mean, from him not being able to make the music that he wanted to make or that he was promised he would be able to make if he delivered what he delivered. And he said he did his part. So, oh, my bad, y'all. Okay, so anywho, he said that he delivered his part and he didn't get the opportunity to make the type of albums that he wanted. Okay, moving on. So, he also said that Cardi B and Lil' Kim were created by the proteges of Leor Cohen, and Craig Cowman and Julie Greenwald are the proteges. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so now, he mentioned those people, Cardi B and Lil' Kim, they have similar, things that they discuss or rap about. So, they're saying that, they were created by the people that Leor Cohen, who is also the founder of 300, but I'll get into his story as well. So, that they were both created by the same people, Cardi B and Lil' Kim, is basically the gist of it. And then he goes into Lil Nas X as well, okay, which we've been seeing what's been going on with that. He came out with Old Town Road, and then bam, he was sliding down a stripper pole. I spoke about this before. He was sliding down a stripper pole. Next thing I seen him with the freshest. Now, he did have the freshest lace front on. I ain't even gonna lie. The lace front was on point. Okay. So, whoever did that, maybe he had a celebrity stylist or something. But whoever did that, he needed, drop the little beauty tips down in the DMs, in the chat for people or in the description or something to that video. So, we out here know where he got that lace front from. But anyway, he ended up having the little stripper boots on too. So he slid down the stripper. He was in full gear. So he mentioned Lil Nas X said that he was sleeping on his sister's floor prior to, he said he was sleeping on his sister's floor and then he was gay. So what Dr. Muhammad was saying was that he just all of a sudden may not have been gay prior to being basically having to stay at his sister's house. And then he wanted the bag. It's how he phrased it. That he wanted to get to the bag, get to some money, so he ended up selling out and playing the gay role in order to get the bag because he was sleeping on his sister's floor. So he correlated sleeping with on his sister's floor to him being gay then thereafter, and that he may not have been gay before that, and then also that he wanted to get to the bag and it was money out of that. Okay. So, you come up with your own conclusions on that. I just know what I saw, and I'm just telling you what this man said. Okay. Now, he also said Frank Ocean was given a $1 million check from Bernie Wise. Okay. Bernie Wise is the same one who made Too Short make the little nasty album, right? Okay. But before hearing Frank Ocean's music, he gave him the $1 million check, though. I thought it worked the other way around. I thought, like, you know, they hear the music, they be like, that's great. Okay, you could work on, or okay, you ready right now. That's not how that went. He got the meal ticket somehow, and then his first song was him singing to a man, he said, and then he said that we haven't seen him since, really, because I guess at that point he said he served his purpose. I don't know what that, I mean, I guess he said he took $1 million, then he ended up without nobody hearing it. Well, the man that gave him the $1 million hearing his music, that is obviously huge, and he makes shit happen. So if Bernie Wise give you $1 million, and I guess tell him to get up on stage and sing a song and portray a gay role, and have him, you know, sing to a man and say, like, would you do it? Because he's saying that's what Frank Ocean did. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what he said. I don't know. I wasn't there. But anywho. Now we have on to who Leor Cohen is. Okay, so Leor Cohen is who I mentioned. Cardi B and Lil Kim were created by his proteges. Okay, because Leor Cohen go way back. So Leor Cohen goes all the way back to Def Jam, Warner, and then he's the one that actually launched 300 Records. Okay, so he's also Bitches with Problems as well. They say he's responsible for. And also Young Thug's Jeffrey character that wears dresses, he said, was created by Leor Cohen as well, of 300 Records. So he dropped some background juice or tea or whatever you guys want to call it. Okay. And said that Jeffrey is actually a Jewish stage play about a gay man named Jeffrey. I guess that he's saying that Young Thug is portraying a man that nobody would know about from a play from way back in the day named Jeffrey. That's a Jewish play. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this play, or if somebody knows about it, let me know. I'm going to have to go look it up. But it's got me wondering, you know, Jeffrey is supposed to be a stage play about a gay man. And hence he's playing that character is what he's saying. And then he said Megan Thee Stallion is the first lady of 300 Records, who is Leor Cohen. And, you know, he was like, basically, you know what she raps about. So yeah, I found that to be interesting. I'm going to drop the link to so you can see it. I mean, he goes on with it for about a good 10 minutes. I just picked out the parts that I thought was like, what? Okay, so make sure that you guys check it out as well so you get the visuals on it. And I'll put the link below in the description box for everything. And then also, let me know what you guys think about that little, as far as the characters go. So they're saying that he's saying that the characters are created. He gave examples of how they are created, supposedly, and then he gave some examples of the broken down categories: bad getting slut rap, niggas killing nigga rap, drag rap. So he broke it down to with a fine tooth comb, basically, in that sector of it, about those two things. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think that that's what happened to Too Short? That Too Short had that issue for real, and that's not what he wanted to do? You know, you got people being created that were or weren't. Like, he's saying he's not sure. Like, you can't really say if somebody is or is not gay before they get $1 million. I mean, so you can't really go by that. But he's saying that these are scripted things that were paid for. So let me know what you think about that as well. Interesting. Yes. So, thanks for tuning in. And this is Lala News 3. You guys know where to reach me out as well. All social media platforms at Lala News 3, as well as 9 podcasting platforms, as well as YouTube for the visuals and all that good stuff. So, all right. Thanks for tuning in. And